Nithyanandeshwara ParamaShivaSamarambam Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahans, Mahans, Tanidar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlighten app, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Paramashiva's message directly from Sri Kailasa. Listen. Supernal effulgence of Paramashiva, which is eternal inside you, cannot be produced, cannot be stopped, cannot be taken away from you, but you can choose to get deluded in reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption lifestyle and reactionary assumption patterns and lifestyle caused mess. Understand? The reactionary assumptions patterns, reactionary assumptions lifestyle, and the mess caused by reactionary assumptions and that lifestyle. Whether you are trying to clean up the mess or add more mess, it is delusion. Let me make it clear. The reactionary assumption patterns means assuming and reacting. Those patterns, I should call them as mala, toxins. Not only unnecessary, sitting inside you, dangerous, sitting inside you. There are some things unnecessary, but not dangerous. But there are some unnecessary and dangerous. Mala, toxins are not just unnecessary, but dangerous also. The reactionary assumption patterns, toxic and dangerous, not just unnecessary. Next. the reactionary assumption lifestyle. So, behaving this way and making decisions, becoming lifestyle. That is second. Third, the mess you made in your life due to this reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption lifestyle. Understand? The fourth is the important statement I am making. Sometimes you go on adding to the mess in your life by continuing to operate based on reactionary assumption patterns, mala, and reactionary assumption lifestyle, pasa. If you are adding more and more reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption pattern based lifestyle, you are adding more and more alahala poison in your life, and you are nicely getting by yourself. I did not utter, but you heard that word. Listen carefully. This is the most important punch. Even if you are trying to clean up the mess created by the reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption lifestyle, even that will be delusion. The one and only solution is unclutching, withdrawing into supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva. Listen. Supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva. This is the word I coined. I should say, read. I have received it as a gift from Shivagnana Botham, English translation. A great person called M. Kandaswamy has translated the Shivagnana Botham into English. He has used this word as a title for his translation, supernal effulgence, and that is absolutely sweet word for that experience, Shivagnana Botham. I thank him for that beautiful word, and I'm using this word from him. I want to acknowledge him for this apt word, most apt word. It's very difficult to translate Veda and Agamas, and very less people are that integrated to that philosophy. I found Sri M. Kandaswamy to be very integrated to that theology, to that philosophy, to that great revelation, Shivagnana Botham. About that book, Shivagnana Botham, I'll be talking in Tamil Satsang. It is too Tamil book. So, the core theology of Vedas and Agamas expressed by a great incarnation of ParamaShiva himself, Megandathevar. And That book was translated by a great person called M. Kandaswamy, and he uses this word supernal effulgence for the word Shivagnana Botham. Listen, whenever you withdraw, you unclutch from reactionary assumption patterns, reactionary assumption pattern-based lifestyle, and the mess you made in your life due to reactionary assumption patterns and that lifestyle. I'll say Mala, Pasa, Maya. Mala is reactionary assumption patterns, and Pasa is reactionary assumption pattern based lifestyle. Maya is the mess you made in your life due to reactionary assumption patterns and that lifestyle. Maya, and going on adding more and more mess by continuing to act reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption patterns based lifestyle is called Anava. And withdrawing from all this and clutching from all this, makes you explode in supernal effulgence of Paramashiva. The word Shivagnana Botham. What the word Shivagnana Botham means, the supernal effulgence means, you will explode in that. Understand? Unclutching, applying the principles of liberation, liberating cognitions, Ishana Satyas. Listen. The Satyas of Ishana. Satyas of Ishana. Liberating cognitions. Satyas of Ishana. Liberating cognitions. Applied more and more. Experienced deeper and deeper. Explodes supernal effulgence of Paramashiva in you. I'll highly recommend this Tamil book and English book. It's available for public. Both books are published, I think, one by Tiruvavadurai Adinam, Shivagnana Botham, and that's by Maigandathevar, the great incarnation of Paramashiva, who revived Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetam, like Jnanasambandar and Shankarar. Understand? I am making a very, very important statement. Jnanasambandar and Adi Shankaracharya, both of them revived Shyamala Pita Sarvanya Peetam, the Madurai Sarvanya Peetam, Madurai centered Sarvanya Peetam. historically, in the modern days, only Jnanasambandar is recognized as one of the driver of that Shamalapita Sarvagnapitam. But in the ancient Moola, Sthala Varalaru, Sthanigar Varalaru, those books and the references from those books, some of which is published by Madurai Kamarajar University by a person called Jayachandran, author named Jayachandran. He has published some part of the Sthala Varalaru and Sthanigar Varalaru under the book History of Madurai Temple Complex. When I was going through the references he gives and the mother documents, Sthala Varalaru, Sthanigar Varalaru, which he provides, publishes under the Madurai Kamarajar University Publication Division, I found clearly the 117th, 117th Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvagnapitam, Shanmata Tabana Tesigar, with the title Shanmata Stabana Tesigar. Adi Shankaracharya himself revived Shamalapita Sarvagnapitam. Of course, Jnanasambandar revived much earlier than Adi Shankaracharya. So Jnanasambandar is given the credit of reviving the Shamalapita Sarvagnapitam. Then later on, again, Adi Shankaracharya also ascends that Sarvagnapitam and revives the whole Sarvagnapitam once again. Many great saints during their time, they visit every Sarvagnapitam and ascend that throne and revive that Sarvagnapitam. It was a lifestyle. It used to be a lifestyle and the trend in those days. Like the Kashmir Sarvagnapitam and Kashi Sarvagnapitam. See, the Kashi, Kashmir, Madurai, these Sarvagnapitas existed before even Shankara came. Even Kanchi Sarvagnapitam, Kanchi Kailasa Sarvagnapitam existed before Shankara came. He ascended those Sarvagnapitas by establishing his authority and revives them. Kashmir Sarvagnapitam, Kashi Sarvagnapitam, Madurai Sarvagnapitam, all of it were ascended, blessed, glorified by Adi Shankaracharya and revived. He himself established 5 mutts, that is Puri, Badrigashram, Dwaraka, Sringeri and Kanchi. He himself established 5. That is different. He ascended the existing Sarvagnapitas and revived them. In that list, Madurai Shamalapita Sarvagnapitam also comes with enough historic references. Only I am making this statement because I know this is a very controversial statement. Many people, some people will be so happy about it to know, especially all the Brahmins will be very happy to know this truth, and some of the non-Brahmins may be very disturbed. And I am not for or against anyone. I am just for the truth. After enough research in Sthala Varalaru, Sthanigar Varalaru and other documents available, published by Madurai Kamarajar University, and other documents referred in their work, going through all of it, I am of the opinion and I come to the conclusion, Jnana Sambandar is earlier than Adi Shankaracharya, and Jnana Sambandar revived Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita. Then later, Adi Shankaracharya also came to Madurai and revived the Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita by ascending on Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita throne. So, just like Jnana Sambandar and Adi Shankaracharya revived Shyamalapita Sarvajñapitam of Madurai, Meigandathevar revived the Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajñapitam, which is Tondai Adinam. So, let me make it very clear. I am not going to make any fanatic statements. I am not going to twist the history for the benefit of somebody or for the advantage of somebody. No. Straight, simple facts as it is. Shanmata Stabana Tambiran. Shanmata Tabana Tesigar. 117th Guru Maha Sannidhanam. I was also wondering why there is so much of Shakta tradition. Srividya Sampradaya involved in worship of Devi Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, Meenakshi Parashakti's puja is not just Kamigagama. Lot of Srividya and Shakta Sampradaya systems and procedures are into it. Devi, the Shakta Agamas are also playing a major role. Now I have an answer. Maybe from that time, when Adi Shankaracharya revived the Shyamalapita Sarvajñapitam, he added the Shakta Agamas also into Devi Puja, into the Devi worship of Meenakshi Parashakti's worship. That Pattadi might have been influenced during those times. Anyhow, I am clear. I am going to stand with the history as it is. Listen. Unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, applying the Ishana principles, liberating cognitions, liberation principles. Yesterday's satsang, I gave a very simple method. If you just internally tell yourself, okay, I am not going to struggle anymore with this business which is torturing me, with this job which is torturing me, with the relationship which is suffocating me. I am declaring liberation and I am withdrawing. Even if you take a conscious decision, don't do. I am not saying divorce. I am not saying resign the job. I am not saying sell the company. No. I am saying decide to create an inner space for yourself where you are not constantly functioning out of reactionary assumptions. This is what I call liberating cognitions, liberation principles. Withdraw. For 2 days till, I'm not going to get involved. Let me have my space. Let me sit with supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva. Let me sit with Swamiji and talk to him. The supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva. Just see Dakshinamurti above me. What you see in his face is the typical visual description of supernal effulgence of Paramashiva. This deity, which is in Adi Kailash, is extremely soundarya, the beauty of supernal effulgence. I am in love with this Dakshinamurti. I don't know how many of you know that this deity was personally carved by me, especially the face and look and feel. He is literally radiating Shivagnana Botham. Shivagnana Botham. Shivagnana Botham. Understand? Whenever you are continuously functioning the reactionary assumption mode and you are tired, demons and negative elements can enter into you, influence you and turn you against the fundamental truths. That is why first thing you need to withdraw. Apply the liberation principles, liberating cognitions. Once you withdraw, you will know why you are still in that job, why you are still in that relationship, why you are still in that career, without reactionary assumptions and suffocations. Reactionary assumptions. After withdrawal and understanding, even if you want to continue that job, that relationship, that profession, that career, you will take responsibility for that lifestyle, for that decision. You will not be cursing anyone. You will not be suffocating yourself. You will not be torturing yourself and the other person. I tell you, I have seen continuously people who suffocate and torture themselves, suffocate and torture others by throwing tantrum unnecessarily. And even if you fulfill everything they asked, they will say 10 minutes delay. I asked you $1 billion. Yes. You made me $1 billion in lottery, but 10 minutes delay. They'll be so angry and throwing tantrum for 10 minutes delay. You committed it will happen 19th January. But it happened 10 minutes after the 19th January was over. 10 minutes after 20th January was born. Yes, I won $1 billion in lottery, as you said, but 10 minutes delay. Understand? I want to tell you, listen. Withdrawing from reactionary assumptions also will make you realize how much you act as enemy to yourself because of the poison fed by the society continuously. If society continuously calls you cheat, thief, abuser, something, slowly, even one part of you starts getting so angry, agitated, inability to defend yourself, you start drinking that poison. Listen carefully. That is why I am saying anger is like opening your door to send your army to attack. But many times when you open your doors of the fort, your fort's door to push your army out to wage the war, the opposite side army sneaks into your fort a little bit at least. That is why I am saying do not open the door called anger of your fort. Reactionary assumptions are like a fort's door. You may be thinking, no, I will get angry and send my soldiers, attack the enemy. No. When you open, sometimes the enemy soldiers sneak into the fort through the same door. And self-hatred is enemy soldiers sneaked into your fort and sitting inside your heart. Just see how many wonderful things may happen to you. Still, you have a tantrum throwing child in you to go on be denouncing you and your existence. Make yourself illegitimate. Listen carefully. Grounding yourself deeply in unclutching, nirvikalpa samadhi will give you the feeling you are legitimate. That's the most beautiful feeling Hinduism can give to the world. You are legitimate. You are not sinner. You are not slave. Amritasya putraha. You are the sons of immortality. Manifestations of immortality. Putra means extension, manifestation, living inheritor. Not just son or daughter. Living representation, living inheritor, extension. You are Amritasya putraha. You are living inheritor of immortality, living extension of immortality. I tell you, the poisons your enemies have poured inside you and made you believe about you, and the demon sitting inside you constantly collapsing you. That demon will simply get flushed out. Means it will just collapse, die. If you unclutch, withdraw, and establish yourself in liberating cognitions and liberating principles, that grounded feeling makes you feel you are legitimate. Your existence is legitimate. Shrinvandu Vishve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhammani Divyani Dastu. Vetashvara Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 5. This Shrinvandu Vishve Amritasya Putra is used in other places also. I am giving you one quotation. There are some beautiful words. Shraddha Vivecha in Katopanishad and Shurasya Tara Vichitanikecha in Katopanishad. These kind of phrases are used in multiple places in multiple scriptures because they are so sweet. They just get stuck in your throat and constantly giving sweetness. Listen. My emphasis on liberating cognitions and decision to unclutch and decision to apply liberating principles is because many of your reactionary assumptions, you started believing it as a true even though it is not fact, but fed by the society about you to you. See, one of the greatest blessing Paramashiva gave me, the greatest blessing of Paramashiva for me, I'll say, the greatest asset I feel I have is Paramashiva's blessings on me, his manifestation of unclutching Nirvikalpa Samadhi in me. The second assets I feel is my deities. My sweet deities with which I play, talk and do puja and do everything, connect with Paramashiva. The first asset is his manifestation in me as Nirvikalpa Samadhi, eternal Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Of course, which manifests in multi-dimension like a state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Shri Kailasa and all that. Because of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the society and demons are not able to make me believe all those abuses they are throwing at me. Never there is a reactionary assumptions based functioning in my system. The foundation itself has become so pure and beautiful. I feel absolutely grounded and legitimate. Otherwise, it is not joke to be constantly called as a rapist for last 10 years and be in sweet, safe, beautiful, absolute Nirvikalpa Samadhi space, not having mental breakdown and absolutely relaxing in the space of Paramashiva. I tell you, listen to this very carefully. When a woman falsely accuses, listen carefully. When a man forcibly enters, both become traitor to their own core. Ravana collapsed because he himself has become traitor to his own strength. Understand? when he was trying to force himself on Sita, and when Sita denied clearly, then he started collapsing internally. His self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial took extreme demonic form, and that demon killed him first. And of course, naturally, Rama killed him next. He became traitor to himself. Listen. Listen carefully. Detailed truths. I am revealing it as it is. Do not allow your SDHD to keep you in delusion. SDHD means self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. To keep you in delusion by constantly pushing your everyday routine into that same reactionary assumption patterns and reactionary assumption lifestyle. I tell you. This statement is a knowledge for all the visitors and viewers. Boon. This statement is a boon for all my disciples and integrated devotees. Listen carefully. To all my disciples, I give the boon. Sit unclutched today in the process. During the process, I will make sure you taste the supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva, ParamaShivaGnana Botham of ParamaShiva. It's a boon for my disciples and devotees by the grace of ParamaShiva. With the blessings of ParamaShiva, with the grace of ParamaShiva, I give you this boon. The supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva, ParamaShivaGnana Botham, ParamaShiva, will be showered on all of you. Understand? Intensely, deeply. Intensely, deeply. You will experience supernal effulgence. So, you are empowered to experience the liberating principles and cognitions. Listen carefully. In each field, as I was telling yesterday, in the field of asteya, the field of aparigraha, the field of brahmacharya, the field of satya, mix these liberating cognitions and manifest it intensely, more and more and more. I'll define asteya, non-stealing. Not having the reactionary assumption that everyone else is living more luxuriously than they are qualified, but you, even though you have sacrificed so much and you are qualified, you are not given which is your due. This is the absolutely deluding reactionary assumption out of which the stealing patterns grow. Complete with this and withdraw from this pattern, you will achieve a steya. Same way. You having the reactionary assumption pattern of everyone is oversexed. Only you are undersexed are literally denied. Listen. You having the reactionary assumption pattern, everyone is oversexed. Only you are undersexed are denied absolutely. This pattern is the source for aggressive lust. If you withdraw from this pattern, unclutch from this pattern, this reactionary assumption, you will achieve brahmacharya. From each reactionary assumption, when you withdraw, unclutch, and rest in supernal effulgence of ParamaShiva, you manifest powers. Satya asteya aparigraha. Ahimsa are not vows, are not disciplines, are not just yamas. All these five are powers. Maturity of the consciousness. Maturity of the consciousness. Yes, let's start the process now. Sit straight, intensely hum Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and decide to unclutch. Your decision to unclutch is enough. With the grace of Paramashiva, with the blessings of Paramashiva, I give this boon to all my integrated disciples. Every being who declares integrity to me. You will all experience supernal effulgence, Shivagnana Bodha of ParamaShiva. Let's start. Kundalini, wake up. With the grace of ParamaShiva, let ParamaShiva manifest through me, through this being, and awaken all of us to his supernal effulgence. Shivagnana Botham, ParamaShivaGnana Botham. Shiva, 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 Shiva.
Arunachala Sivamida. தலம் அருணாச்சலம் தலம் யாவிலும் அதிகம். அது பூமியின் இதயம் அறியாதே சிவன் இதய பதியாமொரு மருமத்தலம் பதியாமவன் அதிலே பதிவானொளி மலையாய் நிதம் அருணாச்சலமெனவே. பேரற்புதலிங்கத்துரு ஆதினாள் மார்கழியில் ஆதிரை அஜோதி எழும் ஈசனை மால் முன்னமரர் ஏற்றி வழிபட்ட நாள் மாசி சிவராத்திரி அம்மற்று. கிரியாக தங்களருளால் உலகம் தாங்குவதற்கன்றி இங்குறைவன் சித்தனென என்றும் எனதுள்ளே பொங்கி ஒளிரும் புகைப்பல் போகமொடு என்றுள்ளே. எல்லா உலகும் தகையவியலால் புல்லாவினைகள் குணமாம் புகலீது இல்லாததுவாம் எது கண்ணுறலால் எல்லாரருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே எல்லாரருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே. தெரியல்லை உற்று கண்ணுற்றால் கருத்தினால் தூர கருதினால் உண்மே வருத்தமுறாது வராத வேதாந்த அறுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் ஆர்க்கும் உண்டாமே அறுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் ஆர்க்கும் உண்டாமே. யோசனை மூன்றாம் இத்தலவாசற்கு ஆசரு தீக்கை ஆதியின்றியுமென் பாசமில் சாயுச்சியம் பயக்கும் மே ஈசனம் என்றன் ஆணையினானே ஈசனாம் என்றன் ஆணையினானே.
ஒன்றுராது ஒழியும் தீயோர் முரணொரு கணத்திங்கி குன்று அருளே ஈசன் தெளிய மருந்துந்திருக்கிறது பேரின்ப மந்தினுள்ளே அடிமை பித்தம் தெளிய மருந்துந்திருக்கிறது பேரின்ப மந்தினுள்ளே மற்ற மருந்துகள் தின்றாலும் மற்ற மருந்துகள் தின்றாலும் உள்ளுக்கும் மற்ற மருந்துகள் தின்றாலும் உள்ளுக்கு செல்லாது அல்லற்படும் மனம் இல்லாது தில்லை தரிசன பித்தம் தெளிய மருந்தொந்திருக்கிறது பேரின்ப மந்தினுள்ளே பாம்பும் புலியும் மெய்ப்பாடுபட்டு தேடி பார்த்து பயிரிட்டதே பாம்பும் புலியும் மெய்ப்பாடுபட்டு தேடி பார்த்து பயிரிட்டதே அன்று பாரளந்த திரு மாயனும் வேதனும் பார்த்து கழித்ததுண்டு அன்று பாரளந்த திரு மாயனும் வேதனும் பார்த்து கழித்ததுண்டு பார்வதி என்றொரு அதில் பாதியை தின்றதுண்டு பார்வதி என்றொரு சிமாட்டி அதில் பாதியை தின்றதுண்டு இன்னும் பாதி இருக்குது இன்னும் பாதி இருக்குது பறையானி போய் பார் என்று தாரும் 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 இன்னும் பாதி இருக்குது பறையானி போய் பார் என்று தாரும் 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 எந்தன் பிடித்தம் தெளிய மருந்தொந்திருக்கிறது பேரின்ப மந்தினுள்ளே அடிமை பிடித்தம் தெளிய மருந்தொந்திருக்கிறது பேரின்ப மந்தினுள்ளே
कृपासमुद्रं सुमुखं त्रिनेत्रं जटाधरं पार्वती वामभागं सदाशिवं रुद्रमनन्तरूपं चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि वाचामतीतं फणिभूषणाङ्गं गणेशतातं धनस्य मित्रं कन्दर्पनाशं कमलोत्पकाशं चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि रमेशवन्द्यं व्रजदात्रिनाथं श्रीवामदेवं भवदुःखनाशं रक्षाकरं राक्षसपीडितानां चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि देवादिदेवं जगदेकनाथं देवेशवन्द्यं शशिकाण्डचूडं गौरीसमेतं कृतविघ्नदक्षं चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि भावयामि हे मातृचापा
कुंडलिनी, हे कुलकुंडलिनी, पराशक्ति, wake up in every being. Maheshwari, Maheshwari, Parashakti, Parameshwari, Tripura, Tripura Sundari, Shyamala, Meenakshi, Parameshwari, Parameshwari, Parashakti. Wake up. Let Paramashiva manifest through me, through this being, explode in every one of us. Connect intensely and make you all manifest. Let Paramashiva make all of us manifest the state, space, powers, being, super consciousness of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva manifest Shri Kailasa in all of us, for all of us. Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Sayyam, Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
बोलो नाथा हरे जगदीश शिव गंगाधर नित्यपुरी.
Is Darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to Darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
ईश्वराय चंद्रशेखराय गंगाधराय नित्य नमो. नित्येश्वराय चंद्रशेखराय गंगाधराय नित्य नमो. नित्यानंदाय नित्य बोलो आनंद शयन. नित्यानंद आनंद शयन नित्यानंद. हरे हरे बोलो हरे हरे बोलो. बोलो नाथा हरे जगदीश शिव गंगाधर नित्यपुरीशा. बोलो नाथा हरे जगदीश शिव गंगाधर नित्यपुरीशा. शम्भो नित्य महेश महादेव हरे नित्य मुकुन्द नन्तनन्तना नित्य गोपाल प्रणव स्वरूप नित्य नन्तना अनन्त शयना नित्यानन्द मङ्गल प्रणव नित्य गुरुचरणं नन्दी वाहना त्रिपुर विहारी नित्य पुरीशा शिव गंगाधरी चन्द्रकलाधर पार्वती रमण निन्नि 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 नित्यानन्द चित्तचोरा यशोदा की नवनीत चोरा चित्तचोरा यशोदा की बाला चित्तचोरा यशोदा की नवनीत चोरा चित्तचोरा यशोदा की बाला नित्येश्वराय चन्द्रशेखराय गंगाधराय नित्य नमो नित्येश्वराय चन्द्रशेखराय गंगाधराय नित्य नमो नित्यानन्दाय नित्य बोलो
सार हरे जय कैलाशी जय अविनाशी सुख राशि सुख सार हरे जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय त्रिपुरारी जय मदहारी अमित अनंत अपार हरे जय त्रिपुरारी जय मदहारी अमित अनंत अपार हरे निर्गुण जय जय सगुणामय निराकार साकार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे नित्य रामेश्वर नित्य नागेश्वर वैद्यनाथ केदार हरे नित्य रामेश्वर नित्य नागेश्वर वैद्यनाथ केदार हरे मल्लिकार्जुन सोमनाथ नित्य महाकाल ओंकार हरे मल्लिकार्जुन सोमनाथ नित्य महाकाल ओंकार हरे त्रयंबकेश्वर नित्य घुष्मेश्वर भीमेश्वर जगतार हरे त्रयंबकेश्वर नित्य घुष्मेश्वर भीमेश्वर जगतार हरे काशीपति श्री विश्वनाथ जय मंगलमय अघहार हरे काशीपति श्री विश्वनाथ जय मंगलमय अघहार हरे नीलकंठ जय भूतनाथ नित्य मृत्युंजय अविकार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे नित्य महेश जय नित्य भवेश जय आदि देव नित्यानंद विभो नित्य महेश जय नित्य भवेश जय आदि देव नित्यानंद विभो किस मुख से है गुणतीत प्रभु तव अपार गुण वर्णन हो। किस मुख से है गुणतीत प्रभु तव अपार गुण वर्णन हो। नित्य भव कारक तारक हारक पातक दारक नित्य शंभो। नित्य भव कारक तारक हारक पातक दारक नित्य शंभो। दीन दुख हर सर्व सुखावर प्रेम सुधाधर दया करो। दीन दुख हर सर्व सुखावर प्रेम सुधाधर दया करो। पार लगा दो भव सागर से बनकर करुणागार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे। जय मन भावन जय अति पावन शोक नशावन नित्य शंभो। जय मन भावन जय अति पावन शोक नशावन नित्य शंभो। विपद विदारण अदम उबारण सत्य सनातन नित्य शंभो। विपद विदारण अधम उबारण सत्य सनातन नित्य शंभो। सहज वचन कर जलज नयन वर धवल वरण तन नित्य शंभो। सहज वचन हर जलज नयन वर धवल वरण तन नित्य शंभो। मदन कदन पर पाप हरण हर चरण मनन धन नित्य शंभो। मदन कदन पर पाप हरण हर चरण मनन धन नित्य शंभो। विवसन विश्व रूप प्रलयंकर जगत के मूलाधार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। जय जय नित्य देव 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 हरे। भोलानाथ कृपालु दयामय होटर धानी नित्य योगी। भोलानाथ कृपालु दयामय होटर धानी नित्य योगी। सरल हृदय अति करुणा सागर अगत कहानी नित्य योगी। सरल हृदय अति करुणा सागर अगत कहानी नित्य योगी। निमिष मात्र में देते हैं नवनिधि मन मानी नित्य योगी। निमिष मात्र में देते हैं नवनिधि मन मानी नित्य योगी। भक्तों पर सर्वस्व लुटाकर बने मसानी नित्य योगी। भक्तों पर सर्वस्व लुटाकर बने मसानी नित्य योगी। स्वयं किंचन जन मन रंजन पर नित्य परम उदार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे। आशुतोष इस मोहमयी निद्रा से मुझे जगा देना। आशुतोष इस मोहमयी निद्रा से मुझे जगा देना। विषम वेदना से विषयों की मायाधीश छुड़ा देना। विषम वेदना से विषयों की मायाधीश छुड़ा देना। रूप सुधा की एक बूंद से जीवन मुक्त बना देना। रूप सुधा की एक बूंद से जीवन मुक्त बना देना। दिव्य ज्ञान भंडार युगल चरणों को लगन लगा देना। दिव्य ज्ञान भंडार युगल चरणों को लगन लगा देना। एक बार इस मन मंदिर में कीजिए पद संचार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे। दानी हो दो भिक्षा में अपनी अनपायनी भक्ति प्रभु दानी हो दो भिक्षा में अपनी अनपायनी भक्ति प्रभु। शक्तिमान हो दो अविचल निष्काम प्रेम की शक्ति प्रभु शक्तिमान हो दो अविचल निष्काम प्रेम की शक्ति प्रभु। त्यागी हो दो इस असार संसार से पूर्ण विरक्ति प्रभु त्यागी हो दो इस असार संसार से पूर्ण विरक्ति प्रभु। परम पिता हो दो तुम अपने चरणों में अनुरक्ति प्रभु परम पिता हो दो तुम अपने चरणों में अनुरक्ति प्रभु। स्वामी हो निज सेवक की सुन लेना करुण पुकार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे। शरण की बांग गहो हे उमा रमण प्रिय कंत हरे चरण शरण की बांग गहो हे उमा रमण प्रिय कंत हरे। विरह व्यापित हूँ दीन दुखी हूँ दीन दयालु अनंत हरे विरह व्यापित हूँ दीन दुखी हूँ दीन दयालु अनंत हरे। आओ तुम मेरे हो जाओ आ जाओ श्रीमंत हरे आओ तुम मेरे हो जाओ आ जाओ श्रीमंत हरे। मेरी इस दयनीय दशा पर कुछ तो करो विचार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे। जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे हर हर नित्य देव हरे हर हर नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव हरे जय जय नित्य देव
हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपे नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते सर्वदेवात्मको हेश तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः एव देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पादिकबस्तिभिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते एष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनदक्कालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
ह्यश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वाग्नि प्रजाप्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
आदित्य सविता सूर्य खगशोषागभस्तिमान् सुवर्ण सकशोभानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हरिदश्व सहस्रार्चि सप्तसप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मत्तन् शम्भुत्विष्टा मार्ताण्डांशुमान्
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते
हिरण्यगर्भ शिशिरः स्तपनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भो अदिदे पुत्र शङ्कर शिशिरनाशनः
कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदयनिवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोऽस्तुते।